Hello everyone, and welcome back down here to the Gamer's Den with me, your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire. I seem to have resolved my audio issue, well, not resolved, but found a solution. For some reason, OBS just does not want to work with my regular microphone, so I'm just going to use the one built into my webcam for now. So if the audio sounds a bit different, that's why. But we are continuing on with Total War Warhammer 2, our Count Noctilus Mortal Empires campaign. We be the scourge of the great ocean, sailing out, ranging from Ulthuan to Bretonnia to Lustria, and we will loot, pillage, and plunder our way to victory. Now, we have made our way through here, we established a pirate cove, we have another pirate captain unit, and the High Elves of Saphery are coming after us with a fairly substantial army. Silverin Guard are a fairly high-end unit there. But I think we can deal with that. Oh, Aid. Aid McMaggot needs to move. Alright. And because this is going to be such a short turn, I'm going to go ahead and just talk through this next bit of loading. Because there's something that's been on my mind lately. And that's actually matchups between whatever sci-fi setting or story and the Warhammer 40k universe. In Warhammer 40k, it is massive. It's all about ridiculous scale and that grim, dark future where there is nothing but war and the thirst and the laughter of thirsting gods. And yeah, it's ridiculous, it's brutal, it's over the top, and it's a big part of what makes it fun. But it pretty consistently comes down to, Warhammer 40k will smash everything in its path. Oh, what's this? Albrecht de Bordelot? Albrecht de Bordelot. Oh, Peace Treaty, 1,000. That might actually be worthwhile. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Nope, I didn't mean to counter-offer them, but that's okay. Anyways, like, for example, the matchup between Star Wars and Warhammer 40k. If you were to throw the Imperium of Mankind against the Galactic Empire, everybody's convinced that the Imperium would just smash their way through. But I think there's a couple of things not getting considered there. I think I lean towards the Imperium of Man eventually winning, but Captain Roth's Moondial. One moment, I'll finish that thought in just a minute. Count Noctilus is aware of the raw power he can draw from the Galleons Graveyard. Having translocated himself and his castle there many years ago, it is a place close to his cold, dead heart. A place where he is able to exert an incredible level of necromantic control over both the dead and inanimate objects. Indeed, it was in the Galleons Graveyard that he forged his own floating castle, known as the Bloody Reaver, from the wreckage of sunken war galleons, and set out to dominate the great ocean. To help his deathly enterprise, more powerful minions will need to be added to the undead backbone to Noctilus's pirate empire. The Maelstrom, the skull-strewn vortex located at the center of the Galleons Graveyard, drawing the dead onto itself like a giant lodestone, must be stoked into a more active state before he can raise them. What's this do for us? 10 turn. Wow. 100% research rate, plus 25% casualty replenishment, and plus 5 public order. God damn. And the Wa failed. Oh well. But anyways, I kind of am of the opinion that, yeah, I think the Galactic Empire would eventually lose to the Imperium, but I don't think it would be such an easy fight, because some of the things that need to be considered in regards to all of that are, well, one, travel. The Imperium of Man, as far as I understand it, the means by which their ships travel is sublight. Either that or they travel through the warp. They make warp jumps. And when they're traveling through the warp, they use the light of the Golden Throne as a beacon in the warp in order to travel. So, if they're traveling in the Galactic Empire, which is a galaxy far, far away from the Milky Way galaxy, then they don't have the light of the Astronomicon to travel. So they're not going to be able to make warp jumps. They're not going to be, well, they could, but they're not going to arrive where they need to, where they want to be. So that presents a lot of problems for them. That's a huge issue to have to try to surmount. Like, they are not going to be able to get around that, whereas the Galactic Empire, they have all of their travel beacons set up to help them navigate their different travel. They're faster than light travel, and they travel faster than light, so they're able to travel faster than the Imperium would be able to. And being able to travel faster like that, even if the Imperium of Man's capital ships are much more massive, have much more damaging weaponry, they're not going to be able to concentrate their forces or move as fast as the Galactic Empire would. Top it off, a lot of people compare the infantry to one another, like the stormtroopers and everything. Stormtroopers use plasma weapons, and not only that, but the Galactic Empire mass produces their safe, reliable, everyday use and purchase blaster weapons. These are plasma weapons. The Imperium of Man, plasma weapons are incredibly valuable and hard to reproduce. They barely understand the technology. So the Galactic Empire is able to produce its technology en masse, able to focus its power, its military power, and has, probably troops, if not exactly comparable to the Imperium. They're at least going to have enough to put up some kind of a fight. Not only that, but the Stormtrooper armor is able to disperse the heat from plasma weapons. Now, doesn't mean that they can't die if they get shot, but they're still have a decent chance of surviving. It seems comparable to me to with modern day ballistic armor. Those plates, those are able to take a shot, maybe two, depending on the caliber of the weapon striking that armored plate, but you'll get broken bones, you'll be knocked on your ass, possibly, more than likely, knocked out wouldn't be unexpected, but you'll survive, but you'll go down, and it's not impossible for you to be killed wearing it either. And that seems to be what happens to a lot of stormtroopers, is they just kind of go down from the hit, because getting shot sucks. Not that I've been shot, mind you, but, I can't imagine it's a great experience. So yeah, I think it would be a much better fight than what people give them credit for. It would be a much more difficult fight. The biggest advantage that I can think of for the Imperium is power armor, space marines, and teleportation technology. That's something that the Star Wars universe lacks, is teleportation technology. Don't see a whole lot of power armor either. So I think those would be big advantages for the Imperium in that instance. And some people go, well, what about Psychers? Wouldn't Psychers be a big advantage? Maybe. But the thing is that Jedi and Sith, Force users, those are comparable to Psychers. Are they at the same power scale? That's hard to say. But, it still is, for all intents and purposes for this particular discussion, I would say that they are close enough to be comparable. Let's go ahead and end this turn now. Loyalty level low. Really? Again. Anyways, yeah, that's a lot of the what's been on my mind regarding all of that. I think it would be a better fight than most people give it credit for. I mean, the Empire's capable of glassing planets. They have planet-destroying weaponry. So does the Imperium. I think it would be a much harder fight, but I think in the end the Imperium would win. Mostly because once they figured out if they could figure out how to concentrate their force and project that force as one sizable group and make it hard for the Galactic Empire to actually resist them, resist that kind of inexorable force, then I think that would turn things in to their advantage. Ikit Claw. Ooh, that's a big opportunity for me there.
10,000 lashes.
And they didn't come charging in at me. Probably because of this bridge terrain I picked out there. Anyways, well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk regarding the Imperium of Man and Star Wars versus other things, yeah. Okay.
We come for your treasure. All ship shape.
Success, perfect. Soften them up. They can't recover their troops unless they encamp. Now, what happens if I go on the offensive with them? Do I want to do that? Because I'm looking down here at all of this. I wonder what benefit or what trait I get for defeating Ikit. And the Fay Enchantress. Brion's got would have a pretty size. Yeah, that's a sizable garrison. Shoot, 5, 7, 12 right there on top of the, 18 she already has, so that's 30 units versus my 20. That would be rough.
Impossible.
Red Fleet.
Well, the Fay Enchantress can't move while Ikit's there. Ikit's probably got some other support coming in, otherwise he wouldn't just be hanging around. I go down and attack Ikit, the Fay Enchantress will come after me. Even if I beat both of them, I've got her there. Well, you don't want to leave an enemy sitting at your back. So I'm gonna go after Saphery here. That's still gonna be a tough fight though. Yeah, valiant defeat. Hopefully, we're in a spot where we can concentrate our artillery fire on them. Get them to bunch up really hard. Not really. They got some decent anti-infantry troops and Silverin Guard with that kind of veterancy. That's a pretty tough nut to crack. I can get them to cluster up decently enough and get in with our... ooh, good. Oh, good. We're on a hilltop. That is beautiful. Oh yeah, but I gotta go attack them. I know what I can do. Good. Let's get you over there. Mortars don't need that kind of line of sight. You just go up and over real nice. Shut off your... Oh wait, why are you all goofy like that? That wasn't right. That's not what I want. There we go. There we go. Okay. You two. Let's see. You two are going to be over here. Some room to circle around and in. Some downhill charges would be good, but into ranks of spears, that's rarely a good plan. And they can't really hide, though. Alright, so we'll just have you at the back, and we'll just concentrate you wherever we need to. You're monstrous infantry, so you are also going to hang back. Okay, halberds.
Inevitable death.
All right. Oh, and they're all winded. That improves things for us. Okay. Start taking out their ranged units. Hitting trees and hit one of the Silverin Guard, but that's okay. That's a problem with firing through the trees like that. There we go. Fire on those rangers. Good. Whew. Ah, Shadow Warriors, right.
Drive native.
fight's not looking so bad.
Count Noctilus.
Always cruel.
Harnessing the kills. Maelstrom empowered.
There we go. Okay. We'll end that fight. Went from a valiant defeat to a close victory. Should have zoomed in a little bit more there, but that's okay. Very nice. That went well. Against a much more elite force, too. Goes to show what some good artillery can do. And, you know, a higher level lord, but hey. Oh, man. Okay. And yeah, I lost a unit of zombie crew there, and I did use my bloated corpse. There was a better spot I could have thrown him in, but it was already too late. I moved him into the wrong position, but that's okay. Those ogre cavalry, though, those did great for me. Good bit of flanking there and some heavy damage in that big glob that hit on the right, which is where I should have sent my bloated corpse and then sent in the ogre cavalry to help mop up after, but I had too many units clustered in there.
Devour all.
That's okay. Oh, the loot would be nice, but let's go with assimilating the captives.
You shall be doomed to serve. Count Noctilus reigns.
Let's see. I'll regiments of renown to recruit. Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
They were nothing.
Let's go take them out real quick.
Absurd.
The Dark Commodore.
Decisive victory.
I demand utter annihilation.
Alright, we'll take a hit to our infamy, but I am worried about that loyalty there. So,
But loyalty is still
Warrior Bane. Minus 8% base weapon damage. Melee defense plus 2. Nice. Brave leadership. Yeah. Competent attacker and everything. Yes, I am. Okay, cool.
stragglers get buried.
Watch. Bordello decides to turn around and declare war on me again. Just swamp me. You know, did all of this, well, these ones so far, I will probably want to start putting things together for supporting my troops a little bit more. That's which ones do I want to focus on? Could just go straight into doing Necrofex Colossi. Hornswoggle. Wow. Avasti. You know what? Avasti sounds like a great ability to get, so I'm just going to dive right on into this. Held together by screws would be good. Those melee defense for zombie, pirate, deckhands, mob, and death guard units will be fantastic. Same with the leadership bonuses. Let's get Jim the Stasher going as well. Jim. Hashtag I crawl with Jim. Remember that. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting. If you're new here to the channel, go on down there, hit that subscribe button, and also leave comments down below for any unit name suggestions. I'll be more than happy to rename them. So now that we're doing that, let's take a moment here to recruit a much more capable halberd infantry there and raise ourselves a corpse.
Domination.
And actually, you know what? What else we can do here?
Ready to leave.
Merge them and then recruit 2 more at a higher rank. Now this does mean I'll have to rename one of them the Sword and Board Gang, but I'll do that in a moment. Then we can see about going down here and paying the Fay Enchantress and Ikit Claw a visit. Gain the rewards for beating them.
Destruction.
Ooh. Yes, minus 20% upkeep. Oh yes.
They
Absolutely.
were nothing.
And that's more money in my pocket. Hell, not a McMaggot. I need to come and fight Leonard, too. That's a pretty hefty army, though. I don't know that I have. That's okay. I have the Shrine of Asurian. Failed at stealing technology. Well, that's okay, friendo. Tim the slimy. Tim, you treacherous bugger. Is your current looting and pillaging just not good enough for you? That's supposed to be what's boosting your loyalty. What the hell, Tim? Let's hire you another crew member then. And let's see, what do we have going up here? Right, Vampire Fleet Captain. Okay.
Fleet Captain, reporting.
Probably because it's besieged. Okay. Well, let's go up here and see if there are any other ports that we can establish coves in. There should be. Worst comes to worst, we just wander back down this way. Spreading vampiric corruption. Raking in cash. Alright, well, we'll pause here and see what happens. Well, pause. End turn. Ooh, shipping ledger. We've acquired a ledger covering much of the recently raided area, filled with useful information about shipping routes and cargo inventories. 2 targets appear particularly valuable, yet strangely they're undefended. There's only time to pursue one of them, though. Which should we target? A merchant vessel. A large merchant vessel stocks with a variety of luxury goods, plus 3,000 more refuge in the afterlife. Ooh. Casualty replenishment. We're gonna go with that. Missile strength is up from my mortar, carronade, deck gunners, and Queen Bess units. Beautiful. Alright then, what do I want the next then? Ooh, yeah. Stolen Imperial Ordnance. Armor-piercing damage for zombie pirate gunnery mob and deck droppers units. Yeah. Plus 10 range. Ooh. My goodness. Let's go with that armor-piercing. Now you come down here and scout this out. Ikit went bye-bye.
How dare you?
Blessed Field Trebuchet. No friendly fire.
Captain, on deck.
Burn the coastlines.
Never. I will not.
Count Noctilus reigns.
Well, first thing we're gonna do
This serves
is
my
we're gonna
cause
get off of Bordelot's lawn.
in my own time.
I will not aid you in this.
Death and destruction. Push to the reaper.
Gonna set up camp here, recharge, regenerate just a little bit more. Enjoy the fact that we are at a 20% upkeep reduction. And lament the fact that, we don't have to wait super long. But then we can start just flying our way through all of this. Oh god, this is going to be great. Don't have to worry about that anchor. I think the Sylvanian battlements is going to be perfect. Okay. Let's get the weather deck going. Alright. Everything's coming together, and I love it. Assault units. There we go, leveled up.
This one's path is not yet clear.
Deception. Kidnapping. Ooh. Bribery. Let's go with bribery for that increased success chance. And then we'll do kidnapping for those additional casualties and that bonus versus infantry. And deception looks good too. Okay, let's move on to our other characters here. Aid. There we go. Ugh, we are burning through so much cash. Really need to build up our funds. Marcus Wolfheart.
Very well.
Surprised he's still alive. He kind of tends to die early.
Admiral of the fleet. Drooping. Agreed. Blood kiss.
Ah, good. We're up to 5 loyalty there. Oh, right. I can just do this. Cat and stand. Oh. That now belongs to Caledor. Those Caledorian folks are sure to be mad at me still, and are probably bound to come along and start trying to pull their stunts.
Definitely not.
Futile.
Okay. Well, all that's done, so we are going to come back up over here.
Smell that.
And we will end turn.
How dare you?
Oh, look at that. They moved right on in.
Armed and ready.
Okay. Assault units. Perfect.
Never.
Ooh. Oh my, yes. Now, Grail Guardians, those are terrifying. Armored and shielded, living saints, anti-infantry. Their charge is terrifying. They'll do a ton of damage. Like, they just shred infantry. They're horrific. And you know what? Peasant bowmen? These longbow peasant archers have some pretty good range to them. And that Blessed Field Trebuchet is great. But these are all peasant infantry. They are terrible. The Fay Enchantress is probably the most terrifying thing. So my biggest threats are those cavalry, that trebuchet, and then those bowmen. Those bowmen, if they focus fire down, they're going to do so much. So much.
Flotilla.
But I think we can take them. I'm pretty sure we can. So, oop. Sorry. Not what I was going for there. Not yet, anyways, because unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap this up here. So, we are going to dive right on into this. We are going to lightning strike it, and then we'll pick this up next time, opening up with a battle against the Fay Enchantress. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please throw down any unit name suggestions. And remember, if you're new here to the channel, go on down there, hit the subscribe button, and become a regular member here at the Gamers Den. But with all that said, I've been your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire. Thank you all so very much for your time, and you all have yourselves a good night.